what is the best idea, right? What is the best? And I think that in the modern era, in the 21st century, I think we can agree that the best idea has been digital transformation. And the companies that have reshaped the world over the past 30 years are Microsoft and Apple and Google and Facebook and NVIDIA. And they stand for digital books and digital entertainment and digital intelligence and digital communications and digital memories. And of course, as they dematerialize those products, as our recorders drop away or dematerialize and our CDs and our libraries dematerialize, and as our services dematerialize, there's just a massive amount of economic energy that's been given out. There's an extraordinary amount of efficiency. Now you can give a book to 1 billion people, or you can give Beethoven's Ninth Symphony to 1 billion people, and you can do it for the cost of some incremental electricity. And the big winners were the investors in these companies, and the companies themselves became, as powerful as nation states. Now, how good an idea is digital transformation? Well, it's good enough that in many years, 100% of the return for the S&P are attributable to just 7 companies. 1% of the companies have all the result. In other words, if you're not doing this, then you're just working very hard, and working harder just doesn't get ahead. This is a snapshot in the year 2023, and it just shows you, A, how good that idea is, and B, just how much trouble you're in if you're not actually surfing a digital wave here. 7 companies have all the returns in the S&P index. 493 companies return nothing. Okay? This is not a value judgment. The truth is, probably the people that work for the 493 companies worked harder. They worked harder. They're probably smarter. They got paid less. And they're taking an extraordinary beating and a burden on their back, trying to fight against a digital wave. But life isn't fair, and certainly the global economy isn't fair. If you're the winner, you're the winner, and if you get on the wrong side of a trend, then you just get gradually crushed. So this is a sobering observation, but it's a reminder that if you're going to invest, and if you're going to align yourself with an idea, it better be the best idea, because the second best idea, as you can see, is worth nothing. You'll be lucky if you just stay in business. So, what's the best digital transformation idea? Digital capital is the best digital transformation, right? I mean, for 30 years we've been transforming books and records and email or letters and packages and pictures and VHS cassettes and the like. But that's all digital information. Digital information it's interesting. It does create enormous value, but the truth is, the first 30 years of digital transformation will be an order of magnitude less important than the next 30 years of digital transformation. And the real bull here, the extraordinary opportunity, is the digital transformation of capital, the digital transformation of property, the digital transformation of money. And if you want to be a physicist and be deep about this, it's the digital transformation of matter and energy. Not the digital transformation of information, but the digital transformation of matter and energy. And where are we? Well, I mean, first of all, you're talking about $900 trillion of assets that are in the analog world. So I don't know what Apple's worth or what Microsoft is worth, but, books weren't worth $900 trillion when they transformed them, and nor were CD records worth $900 trillion. As of today, 0.1% of the capital in the world is digital. 99.9% is this, right? We're very early in the digital transformation cycle of capital, right? The world is living in analog assets. We have analog money, we have analog bonds, we have analog real estate, we have analog equity, we have analog art. A lot of analog stuff. $900 trillion of it, but the $900 trillion doesn't just reflect the value of the physical stuff. It reflects a monetary premium over and above the utility value of the stuff. People buy real estate not just to live in, they buy real estate as a store of value. And they buy equities not just because they want to capture the cash flows of the company. They buy equities because they want a store of value and they feel like it's preferable to holding cash. And for 500 years, people have been buying art as a store of value. It was scarce, desirable, portable property. If you had to leave the city, you could take it with you. And gold is the same thing. People have been buying gold as a store of value. So something like half of all this capital is really a monetary premium. And the other half may be a utility. We are just 1 trillion out of the 900 trillion right now. Very early. Crypto proof of work is the best way to create digital capital. The world wants digital capital. What's the best way to do it? Crypto proof of work. That is to say, when you're running a proof of work mining operation that converts energy into information that can be secured and transferred via cryptography. Not all crypto is based on proof of work, and therefore not all crypto is digital capital. A lot of it just looks like a digital security. But what's special about this particular approach, which is, of course, the Bitcoin architecture, is it creates a decentralized asset. It creates a physical asset. There is a physical linkage to the real world via the electricity and the silicon that makes it thermodynamically sound and integrates it into the universe and not just the metaverse. It's sovereign. You can take custody of this. It's egalitarian. The protocol is open. Anybody, anywhere on Earth can engage in this network. It's permissionless. It's global, right? This is the best idea, the best way to create digital capital. What's the best crypto proof of work asset? Bitcoin is the best. How good is it? It's 97% of all of the market cap of crypto proof of work. After Bitcoin, you have to go all the way down to Dogecoin, literally a joke created over the weekend by an engineer as a joke to find the second best. Obviously, there is no second best proof of work asset. But you know what? There's no second best crypto. Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Now, why is it the best crypto asset? Because it's increasingly clear that no other crypto token is going to achieve institutional acceptance this decade. Bitcoin is the only crypto that's going to cross the chasm. You could see the writing on the wall when the spot ETF of Bitcoin was approved in January. By the end of May, you'll know that Ethereum is not going to be approved. And when Ethereum is not going to be approved, sometime this summer, it'll be very clear to everyone that Ethereum is deemed a crypto asset security, not a commodity. After that, you're going to see that Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Ripple, Cardano, everything down the stack is just a crypto asset security unregistered. None of them will ever be wrapped by a spot ETF. None of them will be accepted by Wall Street. None of them will be accepted by mainstream institutional investors as crypto assets. This is the one universal consensus accepted institutional grade crypto asset in the world. There won't be another one this decade. I can't speak to 20, 30, 40, 50 years out. Anything can happen that far out. But between the year 2024 and the year 2030, the die is cast, the writing is on the wall. This is the winner. There is no second best. And Bitcoin is the best crypto network. It's not just the best crypto asset. This is secured, this asset is secured by the most powerful computer network in the world. It's rapidly growing stronger. Hash rate's growing by 70% a year. It's growing that fast in bull markets and bear markets. It's an unstoppable thing. How much is 624 exahash? It's enough that all of the computer power of Microsoft or Amazon is not going to outdo this, right? This is a silicon machine, because the genius of an open crypto proof of work network is that very intelligent engineers can harness the power of ASIC chips to create orders of magnitude more efficiency in SHA-256 hashing. So the silicon ratchet is 2,000 to 1, 3,000 to 1 more powerful than a general purpose CPU. A GPU is not appropriate and is not capable of doing this. It's not the right technique, so you're not threatened by all the GPU capacity. And what you have here is enough hash power to create a wall of encrypted energy that's nation-state resistant, that's corporate resistant, that's Dr. Evil resistant, that's hacker resistant. There is no trick, there is no gimmick, there is no social attack. This is just raw digital power.